Hi! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place, hey? I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Welcome! Check this out, the mug. I'm no good at makeup, we know this, but I'm pretty proud of this. Yeah. So, welcome to Echo Echo. We're in the office. Things are looking the same as my last video. Well, you wouldn't know because it's not out yet. It's a shallow dive, and it's my first scripted video. So I'm going to take a little bit of time of editing that and getting it just right. So exciting! But today we're here for a bit of a roundup. Now, it's usually Reddit roundup. I know that. Okay, I know that. But today, there might be some things that are not from Reddit. I think I'm gonna have to change the name to the roundup. Okay, yeah, great, so original. All right. Today the brooch of the day is something that is very conscious with the very green makeup. We've got the Wizard of Oz brooches came. They're right here. My little pins are here. But this is the brooch. It is the witch's hand over the crystal ball where she sees the guys on the yellow brick road, and I love it. And I do have one of a Miss Wicked Witch herself. But I'm gonna roll them out. Can't be a Wizard of Oz brooch every time. So yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's get into this interwebs roundup. The roundup of the interwebs.
Oh, it's the Reddit roundup. Oh, yes, it is. It's a Reddit roundup. Yeah.
All right, from the memes subreddit here. Please just let me sleep. Me does something stupid. My brain 6 years later when I'm trying to sleep. You are an idiot. I think everyone, people say ooh, I'm quirky. I will think about something that I did wrong. I think everybody does it. Not just neurodivergent people. My big thing that I always remember, being a drama teacher, I used to organise performance nights, and one of the nights on a showcase, these people were doing a dance, and I had the music all set up, and they did sort of this beginning that had these it was hip hop, and it was just clapping without much music. It was all sort of like stomp, and then they froze, and then that was my cue to play the right music, but I didn't play the right music, and they just stood there on stage in front of 200 people while I was trying not to swear because I'm at a school event. Oh my god, I play that over in my head yucky. Anyway, I've got a few more, but that's the one that comes to mind. All right, next. Okay. Oh, this is from the I think it's the woke kids subreddit, and it's like a spoofy thing. So, it's a picture, and it says, "I'm not coming out till Joe Rogan apologizes to Neil Young, boycotts Spotify," and the caption: "Our 5-year-old son Jasper has been upset since Joe Rogan forced Neil Young off of Spotify. And this morning we found this on his door. Spotify is literally killing people. They must bring back Neil Young and make Joe Rogan apologize. Hashtag boycott Spotify. Hashtag Neil Young. Hashtag Joe Rogan." 5-year-old Jasper. Sure. Yes, sure. If I ever had a kid, I did want to call a boy Jasper. I love that name, but it's definitely a hipster name. Yeah, sure, Karen. No, they wouldn't be Karen. It'd be like Bethany and Mac, and he's a part-time dog photographer, and she sells Arbonne. Anyway, this is a Tinder profile. I can't remember what sub it's from, but everybody wants a goth bitch, but when the time comes for you to dick her down in a pool of goat blood while surrounded by sacrificial pagan flames so she can summon Baphomet, you'll want to complain. SMH. Oh, absolutely relatable. Oh my goodness. I'm kidding. Of course that's not relatable. I want to be a goth, but I want to be like corporate goth, Okay. This one is from the Insane People Facebook subreddit. That's a good one. May God forgive me for opening my legs is the caption. So the actual post says, the only way women can prevent pregnancy is to keep their legs closed. Planned Parenthood has so much blood on their hands. Let's see where it goes. They've killed more human beings than any of our wars all put together. I'm going to ask for a fact check on that one or a source. Praise God that our new president will stop taxpayer-funded murdering of the innocent. An unwanted pregnancy is not the baby's fault. Where are their rights? They have a right to life. Just because you become responsible for a new life does not give you the right to snuff it out. God forgive us. Hey, Karen. Fuck off. Like, they only care about babies when they're in the womb. As soon as it's born, it's over. I watched this TikTok the other day of somebody who confronted some pro-life protesters outside an abortion clinic. And this person had been in the foster system all of their life, almost, and they were abused and they were raped and they were sexually assaulted in the system and aged out of the system and became homeless, a drug addict, a sex worker. Nothing wrong with sex work, but when you're forced into it by your circumstances, it's not very nice. And yeah, she also went on to have a baby that was not wanted as well. So she confronted them saying, well, are you going to adopt any of the children so that they don't go into foster care? And this person said, no, I already have had my family. Then fuck off. Like, you're like, who just stay out of other people's uterus. Well, just stay out of it. Like, body. It's just ridiculous. And the other thing that's been big this week as well is the young lady who had a miscarriage, I think, and was charged with murder because they suspected that she had tried to give herself an abortion. Okay? How unsafe are people in Texas? That's in Texas, where they've made it almost impossible for people to get safe abortions. People will still get abortions, okay? But they will do it unsafely, all right? And there's going to be blood on those people's hands because people are not going to go to the hospital when they are miscarrying, when they are suffering a miscarriage, because they're going to be accused of being a murderer, of making this happen to themselves. Yeah, some of the things that are coming in to America. Look, Australia, we hopefully will have a new Prime Minister, a new party come in after May the 22nd. I can't imagine how bad it will be after that. But our states are quite strong, and that's just not the case in America. The states are slowly taking away the rights of LGBTQIA plus people, the Don't Say Gay bill, the restrictive abortion bills. It's like it's 1920, and it's scary. All right, next. Hopefully, the next one's going to be a little bit cheerier. Oh, no, I do like this one. Okay, so this is from the subreddit Witches versus the Patriarchy. And this one says, the first rule of burning down the patriarchy is to never use other women for kindling. Absolutely. Other women are not our competition. I cannot stress this enough to everyone. Okay, whoever is watching this, even if it's just like my 3 ex-students, I don't care. All right? We don't use other women for kindling. So I'll give you an example. At school, there's been a new person who started on staff, and she wears a lot of makeup, and people don't like that. I don't care.
Just wanted to say, I watched this back and I really didn't explain my point very well, but the point is this person has makeup that people think is too much. It's too much. It kind of looks like an Instagram filter, and I think it's fine. Like, I just don't care. I think that she still looks lovely. It's not inappropriate or anything like that, but some people were saying, oh, it's fake or whatever. And I'm relating it back to this quote because I have been having discussions with girls in classes, so young women, who do have quite a lot of internalized misogyny because the sexism is so great in the little town where I live. And, I have had conversations where I've said, where I'm specifically saying it doesn't matter what her makeup looks like, and you need to just get over it because it doesn't affect your life, it doesn't affect anything. And it's really none of your business unless she asks you what you think, you just need to get over it. And finishing up with, other women are not our competition. We want each other to win. We want all women to win. And I can even explain to them, I even have to police my own thoughts because I do have some internalized misogyny as well, coming from being my age, 45, and having pretty traditional parents in their roles, as male and a female. And also, like one of the things my dad said when I was at uni was like, oh, why are you going to uni? You're just going to have kids and get married anyway. Wrong. And don't get me wrong, he's very proud of me now. But, like that is in there. And, it's important to acknowledge it and say, we all come from a place of difference, and hopefully we can go to a place where we can find empowerment as women and empower each other. Yeah.
Next is from the subreddit. I am sticking with Reddit here. When Vax happened, coming from the subreddit Vax happened, when they know better than science. Remember that time some random dude in the comments on a science article disproved a mainstream theory and won the Nobel Prize for his revolutionary discovery? Yeah, me neither, Josh. So maybe consider the value of peer-reviewed data and scientific consensus next time. Thanks. Exactly. So I was talking to, this is the one thing I just want to say about vaccines, okay? People were getting the flu vaccine forever. And my local chemist, even like in my tiny little town here, he said, did you know that the flu vaccine is brand new every single year? Because they change it to however the virus is mutated or whatever. So, yeah, all of this shit about the COVID vaccination. Okay, next one is from the Me IRLGBT subreddit. Would love a queer bar called something normal. Instead, it's like, here I am, spending another night at the gaping hole. I love it. I'll go there. That sounds fun. Okay, next one. Bit of a rude one. Okay, this comes from Pornhub comments. So, the horny N-word 6996. Ooh, he's so funny. Yo! WTF, his dick literally bent like a fucking go-gurt at 11. What the fuck? LMFAO! I love everything about this. And it must have been a pretty spicy video because there's like 43 comments. Alright, next. Oh, another Pornhub comment. Okay, garlic bread for the win. Next, that boy with the memes. Porn is cool and all, but you guys ever heard of garlic bread? I just had garlic bread, bro. Great. That's really good. Good for you. Good for you. I am going to watch a video because I want to mix up the videos in with the other things. Let's have a look at this one from the Fresh and Fit guys. This is a TikTok, sorry.
I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating.
No, you don't think it's cheating. You think it's threatening because you think being in a relationship with a woman translates into having some kind of ownership over her and her body. You don't want someone looking at your woman unless you dictate the terms. You're fine with someone complimenting her as your property because you get an ego boost in the same way you would if someone complimented your car. But you don't want someone complimenting her in a way that may empower her because that would limit your ability to manipulate her. It's about control, and you can't have her getting a bunch of likes and attention from men after you spent all day trying to convince her she's ugly and that she'll never find anyone better than you. You like to have sole control over her perception of herself, and you need to isolate her in order to do that. Social media gives people access to her without your permission, and since you're the one that actually struggles with insecurity, I don't think you can handle the threat or the competition. So let's just call this what it is. You put all this effort into making her feel small so she thinks she needs to be with you, because deep down you know that's the only way someone would want to be with you.
I was watching a video today by Noah Samson. Amazing, like essayist video maker. And he just took them down. Like, took the Fresh and Fit wankers down. And they are wankers, like, seriously. Because I just think any
Vagina
that they've ever been near has probably been so dry. So dry. Like a desert. Because, yeah, I don't think they would know what to do with, to fix that situation. Okay. So this sub is called Mirrors for Sale. It's like, it's a pretty good one, I gotta say. And basically it's pictures of people taking pictures of mirrors for sale. I know, it's surprising. It's pretty literal. Anyway, this one's a good one. No holds till payment. No to flakers or cash. Only if picking up ASAP will deliver to you for additional. That's fantastic. They must have to really try to get that one. Good work, guys. Next. Okay, so this image here. There's a little bit of a, like, it's weird, okay? Like, don't, like, those proportions, what the hell? Like, the chest is just so long, and the boobs aren't very big, and then the thighs are so big, and this tiny little head. What the hell is going on? Anyway, this tiny head trend makes me so angry. Same, bro. So that's from the Instagram reality subreddit. And the story is, so I've got two iPads because I had one on a plan and the other one's still on a plan, and I use them at work because we don't have any funding. So yeah, I save my YouTube things that I need in my Google Drive. I am not sponsored by Google Drive, okay? But I just save them to whichever iPad I'm on at the time. And this one was saved on an iPad that the students did look at the pictures. And one of the young men in year 8, 13, he was looking at it, and the other guy, another boy who was sitting next to him, dobbed him in, and he's like, "Oh, he loves her." Like, you don't know what you're looking at. Yeah, so interesting. All right, next. All right. I've only just started looking at this subreddit. It's called Lesbian Actually, and this is mistakes were made last night, and there's a gel in it, KY jelly. I mean, if you got gel down there, it'd be a bit burny, I reckon. But you could, style it up. Depends what you got going on, and yeah, KY in the old hair. I don't think that would go too well, actually. So, I'm not sure which one got wrong. All right. Okay, this one is from the Gay Sounds Shit Posts. Eyeliner hard. So, stabbing myself in the eye to feel prettier. Skipping eyeliner for safety's sake. And then this person has one eye with a patch. Oh, so relatable. I'm so terrible at makeup. Look, my eyeliner, I don't know if you can see my eyeliner, but I did try really hard, and I'm actually getting better, but I'm still pretty shit. I was talking about the election, and this was on the news.com.au. Not a great source, but this is a good little TikTok.
Last year you said that you believed you had never told a lie in public office. More recently you said you hadn't been to Hillsong in about 15 years, despite speaking there in 2019. Do you stand by that claim you've never lied in public office?
Well, the assertions you've just made aren't true. I didn't say I haven't been at the Hillsong Church. I said I don't go to the Hillsong Church. That's not my home church. My home church is in my home community in the Sutherland Shire.
I guess this does come down to a matter of credibility. Crikey, and of course their own outlet.
That's not a good start. If you're starting with crikey and you're talking about credibility, it's not a good start.
You can make that claim, sure, but at the same time I
can assert it strongly. I can tell you.
Absolutely, you can assert it strongly, and we're giving you a platform to assert that. No one's stopping you from asserting that. But they put together a list of 50 lies and falsehoods from you. Now that's 50. Now I'm not saying I am not judging their journalism. However, a lot of everything that you've said is on the record. The ABC has fact checked you rather about
the ABC and crikey. Let's add a few more then. I'm sure the Australia Institute is probably going to be the next one, I suspect. Look, there are a lot of people who like to throw stones, and they will put these things forward. No, Australians know that I'm up front with them. They know I'm up front with them. And as politicians, on occasionally you might get the odd fact wrong or the odd figure wrong, or you might be taken out of context. That's all just silly word games. What Australians care about is their job, their national security. They're not interested in these type of juvenile debates.
So you don't think Australians are interested in whether their leader tells the truth or not? Because I mean, surely some of the claims that Crikey and the ABC have put together are true. I mean, they've quoted you directly on all these things.
Yeah, and they've quoted out of context, and they've been able to pursue a line that they've been pursuing for a long time. But I'm upfront with the Australian people.
Fuck that guy! I can't stand him. Oh my god. How could I forgot to say how the reporter was just a teenager? Fantastic. What a fantastic little journalist he was. Okay, and he did say, I haven't lied. Well, you fucking have, mate. You have. So there was this kid. Oh, well, he probably wasn't a kid. He looks like a kid to me, but I'm 45. Everybody's young compared to me. And he had gone to the pub, and his local pub just happened to be hosting a dinner or a get-together with the Prime Minister and, certain members of the press. And it looked like he was wining and dining them. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. So the other one, so there's an account on TikTok called Tiki Leaks, and he, it's a play on WikiLeaks, and he definitely hates the Liberals. And I'm right there along with him, but he reported how this kid, Addison, got basically tried to ask Scott Morrison a question about the Blue Mountains, and as he was affected by the fires, and Scott Morrison turned a bit nasty, I tell you. All right.
Compulsive liar and complete psycho Scott Morrison likes to say that he doesn't run away from the tough questions. Of course, that's another Morrison lie. When a young man like Addison, who's from the Blue Mountains, saw ScoMo at the pub and just thought, I'm going to make a silly TikTok about his bushfire response, I'll ask him the question, Morrison hits his phone and has him detained. Doesn't even want to hear it. If you can't handle a bloke down at the pub politely asking you a question, how can you run a country? Look at how angry Scott Morrison is. Go and watch Addison's video and see him react. We've all seen that face before. This is where it gets a bit more sinister. Turns out it was a secret private event for the media. The media during an election campaign to be wined and dined by the Liberal Party and the Prime Minister himself. Morrison thought Addison was from the secret press pack. When Morrison realised that Addison is in fact not a compromised fluff piece writing journalist, knew he'd lost control, and that's why we see that reaction. He lost his shit, he hid the camera away. Look. Morrison is so controlling and calculated when it comes to what gets put out. Marketing. That's why we see poor Basil here. I don't know if the dog's name is Basil, but it is now. Poor Basil forced into a photo with Mr. Hairplugs. Dogs know. Basil knew. He knew. Bust in press pigeons. Whining and dining with the PM during the election campaign. No cameras allowed. If you're a member of the public and you want to ask Scott Morrison a question about his disastrous bushfire response, you'll be detained. Notice how Peter Costello's 9 News fails completely to mention how Morrison actually reacted. There's no mention of his aggressive reaction to a polite question. This man was angry at Scott Morrison from the get-go. Morrison knew the cameras were on. This is the real Scott Morrison. The complete psycho. The mask slipped right off. Unlike Morrison, Addison actually cares about the problems in this country. One of the nicest, most genuine guys. Please go and support Addison. I'm actually pretty upset. This fucking Liberal Party, when people were burning to death, losing their homes and fighting fires, where was he? Where was he? 1 million hectares burnt in the Blue Mountains. But of course, the Liberal Party played favourites with relief. How good is being a control freak?
Yeah, there it is, people. Like you said, the mask slipped. He didn't realise, once he realised he was on camera, then he really lost his shit. I've watched Addison's original. They detained him. They didn't tell him, so I know that you're supposed to get when you are detained, you need to be told what you've been arrested for. Okay, and he was a local. And Scott Morrison was so dodgy. Okay, yeah. Look, if we don't get them voted out, I don't know. God, it's one of the many things that makes me glad I don't have children. Because this world is fucked. Okay, next. Let's go with something a little bit lighter, huh? Check this out. Sorry to get a little bit political, but I am political. Everything is political, okay? Ooh. Just when you thought it was safe to go to the fruit and veg section. Onions have layers. I've got layers. Layers. Oh, that was a terrible accent. Okay, so this is from the trashy subreddit. Sometimes the trashy subreddit misses. So this one, British model. Josie Cunningham discovers she is 4 months pregnant with her sixth child after having sex with her stepson. Fucking hell. I'm not proud of doing it with my stepson, but he is hot. Blood is thicker than water, but semen is thicker than blood. Who's reporting on that? Who wants to know about that? Next is, I can't even remember where I got this from. Did you know if you get your foot stung by a stingray, they make you sit shamefully on the beach with your foot in a sack that says stingray and has stingrays on it? I love that. I want a stingray bag. I don't want to get stung by a stingray though. I'm Australian. We will never forget Steve Irwin. All right. I just don't believe that he died. Okay. Love you, Steve. Love you, Steve. Okay. Here we got some nice ones. Oh, look at him. What a little sweetie. Alright, next. Chinchillas are cute. Like little bits of like peanut butter or something on there. Oh, I like this little one. What? I don't know if this is like if they want to be like together. Is this a friendship? No. Go, get up there. Oh, I wonder if he ever got up the gutter. Seems like it was like a little bit of a tough one. All right, we're gonna finish with this one. Oh god, the dog's gonna go nuts. Bailey. Oh, I love it. Oh, she's pretty. So pretty. My dog's not doing anything. Read. He's so happy. Yay! Yeah! Tucker! Dachshunds represent. I'm sorry, Frida did come up. I love them. I love them so much. Oh no, I am going to do one more. Sorry, I'm going to do one more. Okay, this one, which cracked me up. So, this one is a pretty funny one. Oh, from Cringetopia. I must have liked this a while back. And it was Khan's a while back. Oh my god, this is painful. Go away! Oh.
It's uncomfortable. Chicky. Ouch, that was painful to watch. Ouchie, I like it though. Alright, stop there. Don't we love finishing with the feel goods? I have to do that with my dogs, like have them and then call them, because they do sort of perk up when they have their name said. Anyway, thanks for being with me. We've been through it, hey? Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. All right, goodbye. Bye. It's getting a standing ovation. All right, bye.